Below the Belt.
Hey, and welcome to Below the Belt, where we're going to be doing a video for you guys. Now, John,
Yes.
we have a learning curve segment, and we have our accidentally X-rated segment. So what we thought is, because we're fascinated with formations and sculptures that look like, or maybe I'm more fascinated about this, that look like cocks or anything in part of the human body. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around Melbourne,
Yes.
look at Melbourne's famous sculptures, and show you that it's also accidentally X-rated.
So we'll finally decide whether Melbourne is actually sexy.
Shake it up. Shake it up, girl. Shake it up.
Our question to you is, do you find Melbourne sexy?
Yeah, definitely. It's a pretty sexy city, yeah.
Do you find Melbourne sexy?
So sexy, man.
Yeah?
So sexy.
I just want to know if you find Melbourne sexy.
I wouldn't necessarily say sexy. I'd say more hip, more cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Much like yourself? You know,
Yeah, you know, you gotta keep it trendy.
bit hip, bit cool. Excuse me, sir, do you find Melbourne sexy?
Absolutely.
See what I mean? Everyone finds it sexy. Excuse me, sir, do you find Melbourne sexy?
No.
Hello? I'm trying to book a room in Melbourne. I don't think you can. What is this hotel here for, Jim?
Well, folk, we thought we'd make something out of this monument, the hotel. And what do people mainly do at a hotel? They book it overnight for a quickie. And you don't even stay the whole night. You might stay until 2 a.m. and then leave. That's what we thought this was for. On the East Link, you might be coming from Frankston. You're probably on your way to Ringwood. You're with your wife and you're like, hey, Dale, how about a quickie? Book it for about $10 a night because it looks like it's worth that much.
Now this thing behind me doesn't have a penis or a vagina, but I think it's worthy of a mention because it is none other than the Twitter bird. So I could think of one Melbourneite entity that would be worshipping this icon.
So guys, what does this look like to you? We all know it as the Melbourne Spire, but I know it as a really erect nipple.
No, this is not my hair. This is what they call art. Or is it actually DJ Paulie D's hair? Oh yeah, Melbourne, yeah. But let me tell you, I think it is the pubic hair of Melbourne.
Melbourne's got wood. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what this magnificent creature is, and I do apologise in advance to anyone who might find her sacred in any way. But I'm going to name her Meme. She's a beautiful, gorgeous creature with her tail up, or is that her head, or is that her head? I'm not sure. But her tail looks like it's up, and she's waiting to get impregnated.
Are all these green eggs that are laying around Federation Square works of art, or is it simply vibrator eggs? Go to Club X if you don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay, so right behind me, I have something quite unusual, and it's not obvious to the eye that it could be accidentally X-rated, but with my mindset, and Johnny's of course, it could be easily turned into something. Like, for example, think about this, look at it closely, and just see that it could be the ultimate fantasy toy for a woman. It has lovely angel lips as well, just to get those hard to reach places. Here on Below the Belt podcast, we are at our most favourite of all sculptures Melbourne has to offer. For example, they have many different symbols. One could be that when you enter Crown Casino, you could be a tight ass, but when you leave Crown Casino, you're as loose as a goose. Or it symbolises Melbourne's work ethics. When you start your job, and then after the boss is done with you. John has awarded me an award for one of these trophies already. The tight ass trophy. So I'm going to award John with Melbourne's biggest arsehole trophy. Oh, I find them quite sexual in a way.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
No.
No, not at all.
No, that isn't sexy
Not at
for
all.
me.
You find that
If I,
really?
well, it is if I explain why. We've got 2 trophies, right?
Yeah.
If I was to award you with one of these trophies, which do you think best resembles you? I'm going to ask this lovely gentleman here, what does he think of these 2 statues? What do you think they symbolise?
Look, I've followed Simon Rigg's art for quite a while, man. I think these are really interesting pieces. I noticed, actually, strangely enough, when I was walking down today, I noticed everyone looks at them, even if they don't know what it is. There's some sort of...
So he pretty much just wanted everyone to notice his lovely work of what I think symbolises 2 assholes. Okay,
Yeah,
thanks
man,
very
totally,
much.
man. It's probably like, you know, that whole thing, you know, if you slip and end up in the shit.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
If you get like, if you know, it's like that thing, you know, like everyone's licked an asshole, because if you've licked a then you've licked an asshole. They're only that far apart, you know, and it's like probably what it symbolises.
I must say, there is a lot of head here in Melbourne. I'm standing next to none other than Shane Warne, one of Below the Belt's favourite characters for many reasons, not including his sporting achievements. Although this statue here does actually look like it's celebrating his sporting achievement, it does look like he's actually holding a phone, answering one of his calls from one of his page 3 models.
You may have seen the Crown Casino sculptures, how there's like 2 rings.
Yep.
We call them the anus trophies.
Okay.
Yeah, if you've ever driven on the CityLink. Have you seen that yellow heart on?
Yeah, along there, the thing.
We welcome...
Who made them? Was it Jeff Kennedy who made them or something?
Probably. He wanted to welcome all of our tourists with a, hey, we're the happy country, welcome.
Always happy, mate. Always happy. Living a dream.
Hi, do you think Melbourne's sexy?
Below the Belt.